Hey guys, it's Mike McKinstry from the Squatch Hunter Fish Out of Water, and welcome to my kayak trailer. All right, well this trailer is 14 foot long, 7 foot tall, 7 foot wide, and it's got a 2 foot V-nose. So in the center, it's 16 foot long. So in here, I have 4 kayaks at all times, fully rigged up, ready to go. And what's really special about this trailer is that I have all my rods on the ceiling, I have a shelf for the 2 kayaks on top, and I have an extra spot in the front for the gear. So let me show you around. All right, so first thing everyone notices in here, besides the kayaks and everything, of course, is the fishing rods on the ceiling. Now, these are the fishing rod racks from Dubro Fishing, and I have a bungee around the front of them right here, around the reels, so it keeps them tight. That stops them from kind of rattling around like this when I'm driving. When the bungee's on there, they don't move. So I have these little bungees on there to go around the back, but these slide right out really easily, so I have my rods all together. So these are the FX custom rods that I want to protect and keep safe. So I keep them on the ceiling with the bungee on there, and they're up there all the time. They're great. Never had any issues with this rod holder. They don't fall off, they don't break, and it keeps the rod safe and protected. It's also really easy to put them back on. It's really simple with just one movement. Put them in the back, put it on there, and then I put the bungee around the back to keep it tight. And there we go. Now it's nice and secure, no movement, and all my rods are safe. So I usually keep all my spinning reels on one side and all my bait casting rods on one side, and I swap these out all the time. So in my garage, I have a matching rack like this with duplicates of these rods. So if I break a rod or break line, or I want to switch baits really quickly before a trip, I can just kind of put new rods up here and interchange them really fast. So it works really well. I also have these roto grip holders from Yak Attack, and I put them on the track mount on the wall so I can put extra things like my hand paddle, extra nets, a few different things here. I also have the same mounts over here on the wall on tracks, so I can put paddles on the wall, extra stuff. It's all out of the way and nice and neat. So over here, I have some hooks on the wall for extra life jackets. I keep mine up there, but I also bring spares in case I run into somebody at the boat launch that doesn't have a life jacket. I always like to let people borrow and make sure they have them. So I keep extra PFDs on the wall right there. But let's get to the meat of the trailer here. The most important part that everybody loves the most, the kayaks. So I have 4 kayaks fully set up in here. I've had up to 10 kayaks in here before on their sides, but I have 4 fully set up. So I have the Moken 10 PDL on top and bottom. This is what I use for my show and for my guest. I have a Flash PD11 right here, which I use for smaller kids and for photographers and smaller stuff. Then I have my Dorado down here on the bottom. It's a 12.5 foot kayak. That's the one that's got the lighting, the fish finder, and all the big stuff on it. That's what I use for bigger waters and anything that I really need the extra stability or extra room, or if I have a really big guest. So first, I have my Yak Attack Bunkster cart right here. So anytime I pull a kayak out, I bring the cart out first, because this is how I get the kayaks if the launch is far away, or if it's in loose sand, or if it's just through a rough terrain. I'd rather do this than use the built-in wheel, although feel-free kayaks do have that built-in wheel in the keel, so it's great for hard surfaces, but I use this cart, so I get this cart out first. But here's the coolest part. This is why I love an enclosed trailer with a ramp door, is I can take my kayak right here. Now, I mentioned it has a built-in wheel in the back of this kayak, so it rolls out really easily. Just like that. So that's how easy it is to get my fully rigged kayak out of my trailer. Now it's ready to go right in the water the way it is. All right, so now the kayak's on the top shelf. I have these Yak Attack cam straps that are attached to the E-track on my wall. So this will keep the kayak from sliding side to side. It'll keep it from moving forward and backwards on the trailer too. I've learned from trial and error, these kayaks can slide forward and backwards. They can end up going upwards and breaking all the rods on the ceiling. So I use these Yak Attack cam straps just like that on both sides, so it keeps the top kayaks nice and secure, stops them from bouncing around and moving or sliding or anything like that. The bottom ones, I don't have to worry about. So this big one on the bottom, completely fine. Let's go up to the front of the trailer. It's a mess, but I didn't clean it for this. So let me go show you what's in the front of the trailer. All right, so this is how I keep my trailer set up any day of the week, any time of the day. I didn't clean it up for today, so the front's very messy, but up here in the front is where I have my storage bins with extra kayak accessories. I have extra rod holders, camera mounts, any kind of accessory I might need in my kayak in case something breaks or gets lost, or if I need to swap out something. I also have extra anchors. I have live bait buckets for live fish. I have lots of bags of tie straps, ropes, paracord, extra little parts, tools. I have a big toolbox up here with every Allen wrench, screwdriver, zip ties, duct tape, anything you might need on the road last minute for a kayak. I also have some locks and camping chairs and a bunch of random stuff, spare tires, everything goes up in the front. All right, lastly is my Dorado right here. You can see that this is where all the magic happens. So I'm gonna head back into my trailer. I'm gonna have to kick you guys out, so get out of my trailer.
Don't miss the Squatch Hunter, fish out of water, on the Discovery Channel, the Pursuit Channel, and online everywhere. BassSquatchHunter.com